And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Alpha 53, Mike.
Now Allen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
53 to Mike. 53, check 53. Coming to you.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed. Because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Open man is Samuel. Complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You go tight. 56.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Mike. That's what I do. 6 guys.
They go to Elliott again. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Allen going to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. And here's Allen to throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go. That's 19. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Alert. Watch the slant. Check. Check 24. Check 24. Check. Alert. Check.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Allen. This is caught. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, an 80-yard touchdown. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Again, it's Elliott. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Allen now looks to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Switch. He's coming. We got double up. Done. Switch gears. Switch.
To throw again. Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Alert! Here's the party now. Show it. Kill.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Musling free near the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first.
And the Bills first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Coming this way. Here we go. Check. Lucky. Alert! Watch out. Slam.
On play action, Allen. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Allen now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the screen. 56.
2nd 2nd and 5 now. Allen, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Double time, double time. Hey, we have 4 down.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just... And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Safety's creeping. Switch it.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
53.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Faking the give, now Watson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Watson to throw on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Watson. And Ingram hauls it in. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Gain of 14 yards. And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Time to go.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Bills have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game.
Now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the fourth. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Allen's throw is complete, and he's out right at the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A first down carry by Elliott, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To the air. Allen taking a shot for Samuel. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Allen going to go on fourth down. And this is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Watson. They'll roll him out right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
What is that? 19. 49. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Allen, and nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then against the...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. From 6 yards away. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like...
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for the Bills. 47 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Alert.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the second and goal. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now, Watson. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the home team here, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up.